A lone figure stands on the blood-soaked sands of the arena, muscles tense, eyes blazing with defiance. His name? Spartacus, a name that would become a legend, a symbol of resistance, and the bravest gladiator you'll ever know. But who was the real Spartacus? And how did a slave become a nightmare for the mighty Roman Empire? Today, we're peeling back the layers of myth and history to uncover the truth behind this enigmatic warrior. Our story begins in Thrace, a rugged region in southeastern Europe, now part of modern-day Bulgaria, Greece, and Turkey. Spartacus was born here, not as a gladiator, but as a free man. He once served as a soldier in the Roman army, but for reasons unknown, perhaps defiance or desertion, he was captured and sold into slavery. Stripped of freedom, he was taken to Capua, Italy, where he was trained as a gladiator in the Ludus of Batiatus. What sparked the most famous revolt in gladiatorial history? Was it desperation, a thirst for freedom, or something more profound? In 73 BCE, Spartacus and around 70 fellow gladiators made a daring escape, overpowering their guards with kitchen knives and makeshift weapons. This wasn't just a fight for survival. It was a declaration of war. And as news of their rebellion spread, thousands of slaves flocked to their cause, swelling their numbers to over 120,000. Spartacus and his followers moved through the Italian countryside, defeating several Roman armies with tactical brilliance and unmatched determination. For 2 years, this motley band of rebels humiliated Rome's finest legions. Spartacus's strategic genius and iron will turn his followers into a disciplined force, outwitting the greatest military power of the age. It was a dream of freedom that blazed like a wildfire, but all fires must eventually burn out. In 71 BCE, the inevitable came. Spartacus faced the full might of Rome, commanded by the ruthless Crassus. The final battle was brutal and decisive. Despite his legendary leadership and tenacity, Spartacus fell, sword in hand, fighting to the last breath. His body was never found, but his impact was undeniable. The revolt shook Rome to its core, forcing the Republic to rethink its dependence on slave labor. It is considered one of the most important slave revolts in history. In modern times, Spartacus has inspired countless tales, from literature to film, reminding us of the power of one man's stand against tyranny. Notable works include the novel Spartacus by Howard Fast, which was later adapted into the iconic 1960 film Spartacus, directed by Stanley Kubrick and starring Kirk Douglas. The story also inspired the hit TV series Spartacus, 2010 to 2013, known for its gripping action and historical drama. But who was Spartacus truly? The truth is, much of his life remains cloaked in mystery. Was he driven by vengeance, justice, or an unyielding desire for freedom? Did he have a grand plan, or did he ride the tide of chaos? Historians debate, and legends embellish. Perhaps that's what makes him so compelling. Spartacus is a mirror reflecting the eternal human struggle against oppression, a reminder that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the resolve to fight against the odds, no matter the cost. Spartacus, the bravest gladiator you'll ever know. His fight echoes through history, challenging us to rise against our own chains. What does Spartacus mean to you? Let's keep this epic story alive. Like, comment, and subscribe for more journeys into the past.